Hello and welcome to this lesson. So in this lesson I'm going to take you through the key elements that you're going to be needing in your TradingView for this course actually to be a smooth run. So there are a few elements. So as you can see, I've not shown you exactly how to set up your TradingView charts. I actually have a full course on TradingView if you really want to know everything that you need to know in TradingView in order for you to really know everything the way I've reached here. But I've just gone through an overview in the previous lesson so that you can see where everything is. But if you want really the full scope, I already have a full course for that, for TradingView specifically. So but in this lesson I'm going to just show you the key elements within TradingView that we're going to be using inside the course so that you can get up to speed on them. So the first thing that we're going to be focused on is the time session, so rather the time zone. So the time zone can be found down here in the bottom right corner. So you can see right here it's the time zone, and once you click on that, there are different time zones that are provided. So what you don't want to do is to use just your time zone unless you are in the specific time zone that I'm going to show you. So the time zone that we are going to be using is actually already selected. This is UTC New York time. Currently it's -4, but sometimes it is -5, but essentially it is UTC New York session. So that is the time zone that you want to ensure that you have selected within TradingView. The second thing you want to do is I want to show you how you can now separate this chart into specific days of the week. There are two indicators that I use, and these are the only indicators that I use within TradingView. There's no other indicator that I employ even in my trading. So if you go to indicators, you can actually see, so maybe let's go to indicators. Right here, if you click on indicators, you can see there are two indicators that I've outlined here. This one's just for watermark. These two specific indicators are the ones that I use in my charting. So if you actually note here, I've already selected the indicators, but I've disabled them just to show you the difference of how the chart will look like once you turn them on. So number one, you want to ensure that you've downloaded the ICT period separators by, it's called Unknown Unicorn, so specifically by that person. And then we have ICT sessions in brackets kill zones by Leon Sholo. So these are the, ensure that you have these indicators in your charts, and then I'll show you exactly what you need to do. So once you have those indicators in your charts, first of all, let's turn on the first indicator, which is the week and day separator. So when you turn that on, you can see it now separates the chart into specific days of the week and also specific week. There's a weekly separator here, and also specific days of the week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And remember, it's separating based on the time zone that you've selected. So that's why I'm saying you have to ensure the time zone is correct first. Then you can now get a clear picture of the separation. And remember, I'm using Oanda, so there are some data feeds that might not really give you the clear picture here. But Oanda is giving us the clear picture of the separation between days. So if you, for example, if you use something like Pepperstone feed, you might find that the time is not really clear, even though the separation has been put. So you also want to consider the data feed. Found Oanda, forex.com to work best. So those are the ones that I use mostly. So as you can see, we now get a clear picture of every individual week and every individual day within the week. So next we are going to be looking at now the kill zone, or rather the time sessions that we have discussed, which is the New York, which we are going to be discussing in the course, which is the New York session and the London open session. So for us to now be able to annotate those sessions, there are two formats that we can use. So the first way we can do it is use this is a rectangular version of the annotation. So if you come here, so you learn from the course that the time session for London is between 2 a.m. New York time, which I've highlighted there, and 5 a.m. So I've already set this template, so I'm just going to select London Open. So this is the London Open session, which I'm now putting it in my chart so that I can see that time when the market is within that time session. That's when I want to be looking for entry opportunities or maybe trade opportunities. And then apart from the London, we also have the New York, which begins from 7 a.m. all the way, I'll put all the way to 12 p.m. So this is the New York session. So you can see that one gives us a clear picture of that time zone, so we are aware while the market is moving. Even before this data prints, we are aware of where we are in terms of where the market is trading. So finally, we can now, instead of maybe using this, but I prefer to manually draw those ones. But if you don't want to manually draw those ones, there's an indicator here that is called the ICT kill zone that I've already shown how you can find that. Then if you turn that on, if you zoom in now, you can see that the indicator has already indicated the session. We have the London session, which is between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and then you have New York, which is between 7 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m. So but now there are settings that you need to consider when you are using this indicator so that you get everything working right. So for instance, this kill zone indicator, if I go to the settings, you can see there are so many settings there. So you just put your settings based on, let's go to input. So you put your settings based on what you're going to be learning in the lesson, in the course. So for example, the London Open, as we will see, it's between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Then the New York Open is between 7 to 10, and there's an Asian session between 20:00 to 12, and then we have a London close between 10 to 12. So those are the time zones that you need to indicate. So these other settings is just a matter of colors and all those things, but you need to ensure that the time is very specific. And then with this other indicator, we just need to set the colors for the week separator, weekend separator, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday separators. We have the colors, and we also have inputs. We have which day you want to ensure it's Monday, that the week separator begins, ensure that it is Monday. Show the week separator. If I disable, you'll see that the week separator disappears, but if it's on, it reappears. And then you want it to be a different color. Then the day separator also, you want it to be shown. If I disable, you'll see it disappear, but you want it to be on, and then you can set the colors. Also ensure that this one is on, days of the week, and then the days of the week also, whichever format you want, you can just set it from there. So those are the key elements that you want to ensure in your charts while you're entering into the course, so that it will be a smooth ride inside TradingView. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.